Hi viewers, I am Dr. Livingston. In this video, I am going to explain about electrophysiology of heart. First of all, we have discussed about heart. Heart is a muscular organ that contracts and pumps the blood to all parts of the body. Then, what do you mean by electrophysiology of heart? Electrophysiology of heart is defined as the functioning of the heart on the basis of electric impulses and ionic exchanges across the cardiac myocytes. Then, heart consists of a specialized muscle cells. They are called as cardiomyocytes. These cardiomyocytes are divided into two types. Number one is conducting cell. Number two, contracting cells. It is otherwise called as nodal myocytes and contractility myocytes. Then what do you mean by action potential? Action potential defined as the conduction and contraction of the cardiac myocytes is initiated by electric impulses is called as action potential. Then this action potential is divided into two parts. Number one is pacemaker action potential. Number two, myocytes action potential or ventricular myocytes action potential. In this pacemaker action potential, the impulses are initiated or generated from the SA node. The SA node is otherwise called a pacemaker. It is located in the right atrium of the wall just near the superior vena cava. It generates the impulses and it spreaded to the atrial myocytes. Once it spreaded to the impulses to the atrial myocytes, atrium start to contract. Once contraction of the atrium, that leads to pump the blood from the atrium to ventricles. Then the remaining impulses are received by the AV node, then conducted through bundle of Purkinje fibers, and finally it spreaded to the ventricles, and some ionic exchanges across the membrane leads to ventricular contraction. This ventricular contraction that leads to pump the blood to all parts of the body. Now we are going to discuss about how the action potential take place. First one is pacemaker action potential. In this phase, there are three phases are involved in pacemaker action potential. Number one phase is phase 0 polarization, otherwise called as hypopolarization. In this polarization state, the electric charge is minus 60 millivolt. The second phase is called as phase 0, that is depolarization. In this phase 2, phase 0, the sodium ions enter inside the membranes. The third phase is called as phase 3, repolarization. In this phase, potassium ions move from the inside the membrane to external membranes. Before that, we have to remember that there are three kinds of ions that play a major role in the electrophysiology of muscle. Number one, sodium ion. Number two, calcium ions. Number three, potassium ions. So in this cardiomyocyte membrane consists of three channels. Number one is sodium channel. Second one is calcium channel. Number three is potassium channels. So we have to remember that three ions play a major role in the electrophysiology of heart. Here I represented the graph of this pacemaker action potential. Time versus action potential. The action potential starts from the minus 60 millivolt to plus 10 millivolt. This minus 40 millivolt is called as threshold potential. Then this area is called as phase 4, that is polarization. And this area is called as phase 0 depolarization. and this phase is called as phase 3, that is repolarization. So this area for phase 4 polarization, and the resting membrane potential minus 60 millivolt, and this area indicated for phase 0 depolarization, and this area is indicated for phase 3 repolarization. And how it formed means, once the impulse stimulates the resting membrane potential, it reaches the minus 40 millivolt threshold potential. Immediately it leads to opening up slow sodium channels in the myocytes membrane. Once opening up the sodium channels, and it start to releasing of the sodium ions inside the myocyte membrane. Once enter the sodium ions inside the membrane, it leads to the curve rise to the plus 10 millivolt from the threshold potential. It is called as phase 0 depolarization. This is because of entry of sodium ions inside the membranes. Then once it reaches the 10 millivolt, plus 10 millivolt, the sodium channel will be closed, and also it stops the entry of sodium ions from the membranes to inside the membranes. Then after the closing of this sodium channel, that leads to opening of potassium ions and slow voltage gated calcium ions. In this calcium ions entering from outside the membrane to inside the membrane, and the potassium ions moves from the internal membrane to external membrane. So this leads to phase 3 repolarization. The curve comes down to the positive charge to minus 60 millivolt. Is called as repolarization. This is the one set of action potential. So one set of action potential, phase 4 polarization, depolarization and repolarization. Again ready for next action potential, that is because of atomicity of the heart. So this portion is the interval between the one action potential from the next action potential is called as refractory periods. So in this action potential, atrium start to contract and pump the blood to ventricles. Generally 60 to 100 action potential take place per minute. So in this pacemaker action potential, 60 to 100 action potential take place per minute. Then another one is ventricular myocytes action potential. In these 5 phases are there. Number 1, phase 4 polarization. Here the resting membrane potential is minus 90 millivolt. Second one is phase 0 depolarization. Third one is phase 1 rapid repolarization. And fourth one is phase 2 plateau state. And fifth one is phase 3 repolarization. So you have to remember that ventricular myocyte action potential, there are 5 phases are there. Phase 4 polarization, phase 0 depolarization, phase 1 rapid repolarization, phase 2 plateau state, phase 3 repolarization. Here also 3 ions are involved in the action potential of ventricular myocytes. Here also 3 sodium channels are there: sodium channel, calcium channel and potassium channels. And here I have represented the graph for the ventricular myocytes action potential. This area is for the phase 4 polarization, and this area is for phase 0 depolarization, and this area is called as phase 1 rapid repolarization. This area is phase 2 plateau this area is phase 3 repolarization. Again, this is the phase 4 polarization. So phase 4 is the phase 4 polarization. This area for phase 0 depolarization. This area for phase 1 rapid repolarization. This area indicated for phase 2 plateau state, and this area for phase 3 repolarization. And this also again next action potential begins here, phase 4 polarization. Then how it occurs means, once the signal impulse stimulate the resting membrane potential minus is 90 millivolt, it leads to opening of the fast acting sodium channel. Here I have mentioned slow acting sodium channel, whereas ventricular myosin concentration, it opens the fast acting sodium ion channel. It releases more amount of sodium ions inside the membrane. So it leads to the curve moves up to minus 90 millivolt to plus 30 millivolt. Once reaches from the minus 90 to plus 30 millivolt, immediately the sodium ion channel will be closed, and also you stop the release of sodium from the outside the membrane to inside the membrane. So this phase 0 is because of entry of sodium ions from outside the membrane to inside the membrane. Once close the sodium ions, and it opening of the potassium ions along with calcium ion channels. So potassium ions moves to out, and the calcium ions comes inside the membrane. That leads to rapid depression, is called as rapid repolarization. Again, continuous release of calcium ion from the outside the membrane to inside the membrane, that leads to steady and stable decline of the light, is called as phase 2. That is plateau. This stage because of entry of calcium ion from the external membrane to internal membrane. Then once crosses this stage, again is open the potassium channel. So excess amount of potassium moves from the inside the membrane to external membrane. It leads to further decline. The graph comes down to normal polarization minus 90 millivolt, is called as phase 3 repolarization. So this phase because of potassium ion efflux moves from the internal membrane to external membrane. And this is again is a phase 4, is a polarization, is ready for the next action potential. So in this type, phase 0 is depolarization because of entry of the sodium ions from the external membrane to internal membrane. This is the rapid repolarization because of potassium ion moving outside the membrane. This is the plateau state because of calcium ion entry. This is the phase 3 repolarization because of sodium ions moves, potassium ions moves from the inside the membrane to external membrane. So in this phase, the depolarization indicates for the QRS complex in the ECG, that leads to ventricular contraction. Once ventricle contract, that pump the blood to all parts of the body. Then this repolarization indicates for the ventricular diastole. In ECG it shows the T wave. Just middle of the interval between the phase 0 and phase 3 is called as refractory period. And this phase is the beginning of the depolarization until end of the repolarization. This duration is called as action potential duration, and also it called as QT intervals. So this is about the ventricular myocytes action potential. Now we have to discuss about action potential with ECG. Once we have draw the graph, ECG graph, the P wave indicates that is because of pacemaker action potential. Then QRS complex because of depolarization of the ventricles, and T wave because of the repolarization of ventricles. P wave leads to contraction of the atrium, QRS complex leads to contraction of the ventricle, and T wave leads to relaxation of the ventricles. So these are all about the electrophysiology of heart. So thank you for watching.